We recently made a visit to Erie, Pennsylvania, with our primary destination being Presque Isle State Park. Presque Isle State Park is a 3,200-acre sandy peninsula that arches into Lake Erie. The park, established in 1921, is reached by PA 832 or by boat. The road system within the park forms a loop about 13 miles in length. The neck of the peninsula is attached to the mainland 4 miles west of downtown Erie, Pennsylvania. The park creates Presque Isle Bay, a wide and deep harbor for the city of Erie. The bay attracts many pleasure boats and worldwide freighters, making Erie an important Great Lakes shipping port. Presque Isle is a national natural landmark because of the many unique habitats. Presque Isle contains a greater number of the state's endangered, threatened, and rare species than any other area of comparable size in Pennsylvania. Presque Isle is a major recreational landmark for about 4 million visitors each year. The park offers visitors a beautiful sandy coastline and many recreational activities, including swimming, boating, fishing, hiking, bicycling, and inline skating. Whether you come to enjoy the sandy beaches, study ecological diversity, or learn about the historical significance of the peninsula, there is something for everyone at Presque Isle State Park. We visited the park. There's a link in the description below to the park website during the third week of August with the intent of not having to fight summer crowds while still enjoying summer weather. Given that this was our first visit to the park, we didn't have a reference for the crowd sizes. However, we were extremely pleased with the size of the park, the abundance of parking right on the many beaches. It was not crowded at all, and we never had any issues with convenient parking. The park is an arch and has beaches that face both east and west, so sunrise and sunset photographic opportunities do exist. The park opens at 5 a.m. offering fantastic sunrise opportunities. We did venture out early one morning to capture a sunrise. If you've done any photography, you know that there's always a risk that nature will not always reveal her glory. While we didn't experience a wonderful sunrise, we did get some great video and still photographs and had the beach all to ourselves. It was a wonderfully relaxing and enjoyable morning. Time was a bit short on this trip, so we were not able to venture out for a sunset. We were extremely excited to see Lake Erie, and it did not disappoint. The lake is beautiful, and while its size makes one feel like you're standing on the beach looking out at an ocean, there are no ocean-sized waves, only small lake-sized ripples. The Great Lakes also do not experience tides as the oceans do, and all of the Great Lakes are freshwater. There is no camping within the park. However, there is a campground very near the entrance to the park. We did drive by it, and it was extremely tight with RVs almost on top of each other. We prefer to avoid these types of campgrounds, so we stayed at Sparrow Pond Family Campground, link in the description below, just south of Erie. Sparrow Pond is an expensive campground, but it is extremely well maintained and was not crowded when we were there. We had a spectacular site right on the pond with a lot of space and no neighbors close by. It was very comfortable and extremely quiet. We do recommend it to those who enjoy glamping. We wanted to take you on a brief tour of one of our favorite beaches at Presque Isle State Park. This beach is called Bundy Beach, and we actually went there a few times because we found it really beautiful and lovely and not very crowded at all. There are some sand dunes in some areas along the beaches. Actually, most of the beaches do have some sand dunes. So here we're just walking over the dune as we approach the lake and the beach below. And it is just spectacularly peaceful and beautiful. Now, I didn't want to get too close. We try not to put strangers in our videos without any permission or anything, so we try to avoid that. There are, as you can see, some picnic tables scattered about in various locations along the beach. And as you can see, this is, I don't know, midday-ish, maybe morning, and the beach is not very crowded at all, and it's beautiful. And the lake is stunningly beautiful. The sand is not like beaches we're familiar with, which are along the Jersey Shore. The sand is more of a sort of grainy, pebbly kind of a sand, but it's still very nice, and the beaches and the lake are just spectacular. So I'll leave you with the remainder of this video and a little bit of the sounds of the water, which we find incredibly comforting and relaxing. We woke up early one morning at our campsite to the beauty and stillness of the pond with the mystical fog rising from its surface. We always enjoy sharing some of our still photography at the end of our videos. Please hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share this video with friends.